Hello, hola, chayo, bonjour, salam, hayo, marhaba. So welcome back to the channel of Indian Reactors. Me, Soyereskos, and we are back today to understand more about Eurovision in a very simple way because I've reacted to many Eurovision videos and now I'm like after the end of Eurovision, this year Eurovision, I'm here to understand what exactly is Eurovision. Quite surprising. After the end of the tournament, I'll know about how it works and what it is exactly. So, anyways, the title of the video says Eurovision Explained for Beginners. This is the video by Max Klemenko. So, without wasting much time, let's get directly into the video and let's understand more about Eurovision. So, without wasting much time, let's get started. Alright, so let's see how the video goes, and here we
I'm
go.
at the final of the biggest entertainment show in the world. Watched by 160 plus million people, it's actually bigger than the Super Bowl. Well, for millions of people across Europe, this is the biggest event of the year. Others absolutely hate it.
Eurovision is a stain on humanity.
In this video, I'll take you behind the scenes of the Eurovision final in Sweden.
That's very Eurovision.
And finally explain to you how it works by answering these 5 questions. First one is who can participate. This year 37 countries are participating, but actually any member of the European broadcasting area that is right here can take part, aside from Russia that is permanently banned. But actually every year there are countries that don't participate. For example, Bulgaria and North Macedonia did not participate due to financial difficulties, or Hungary hasn't been to Eurovision for a few years because according to their government it's too gay. We'll get to that later. Of course, Israel and Australia are 2 countries that are geographically not in Europe but are still participating. Number 2, which I find the most confusing part, what are the rules? I'll split this section in 3: singing, voting, hosting. There are all kinds of rules you need to follow as a singer to submit a Eurovision act. Number 1, songs have to be no longer than 3 minutes. Number 2, lead vocals must be performed live. Rule number 3, no more than 6 performers can be on the stage at the same time. The song that actually goes to Eurovision is usually selected by some kind of a vote in each country. In Ukraine, for example, it's a massive deal. It's called Vidbir.
It's like voting for the president, you know. It's super important.
In other countries, it's actually not a big deal at all, and they just tune in for the Eurovision, or in fact don't tune in at all. Number 2 is voting. The contest format comprises 3 live shows, 2 semi-finals, and 1 grand final, which I'm going to tonight. In each show, after all the songs have been performed, each country will give 2 sets of points to their favorite song. First set of votes is given by a jury of industry specialists in that country, and the second one is given by viewers watching the show. One thing that I really love is that out of fairness, you can't vote for your own country, but there's only one country outside of the big 5 that has always qualified for the final, and it's Ukraine. So, number 3 is hosting. The country that wins the Eurovision hosted the following year, in 2022, due to the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Ukraine won, but couldn't host in 2023, so the country that came second, the UK, hosted it on behalf of Ukraine. Question number 3, why do people love it?
Being united by music. The voting.
To me, there are kind of 3 main reasons why. Number 1, the competition has given us some of the most iconic songs of this century. I, as a kid, knew absolutely nothing about Finland. And the only thing I knew about them was the hard rock, hallelujah! So many songs that you don't expect come from Eurovision actually do come from Eurovision. But it's also not just about the artists. The staging, the production, the lighting, the broadcasting, the dancing, the performances, like that is also a big part of the Eurovision. For example, the stage coordinators and the teams that are assembling and disassembling the props on stage only have 56 seconds in between the acts, and they have 3 seconds to spare for emergency. I don't know what kind of emergency you can deal with in 3 seconds. Reason number 2 is diversity. Diversity in fashion, worldviews, sexual orientation, and so on. Eurovision is known as a place where you can express yourself. If you just tune in randomly, you might see like the craziest you've seen in a long time. The third reason why people love it is the competition element. I'm quite a competitive person. and you hate the other team for 90 minutes, 120 minutes, and then after that, you might tolerate them depending on the result. Like, it's a weird balance, but I think that's what makes it fun. Number 4, why do people hate it? These are the same reasons why people love it. Amazing music. You might see very out there acts that if you have like a traditional taste in music, don't get me wrong, it does have a lot of really strange acts. Second reason why people hate it is the same as second reason why people love it, which is diversity and inclusivity. So if you are you might not enjoy watching this competition. As I said, because of Eurovision's edginess, the diversity does kind of rub a lot of people the wrong way. People don't have any filters in the way that they look, in the way that they dress, and I think it's awesome, but some of the hate Eurovision receives is exactly for the same reason that people love it. And the third reason why some people hate it, which is the competitive element, or rather all of the controversy involved with the voting. There are countries that don't like the jury vote, that think that it's useless and rigged. There are some countries and some people who think that the televote is useless and rigged. So it's coming together in one word: politics. According to the rules of Eurovision, the acts have to be apolitical, but it is kind of a running joke that it's almost impossible to separate a song from what's going on in the country where the act is from. Eurovision can be quite messy, so there's that. I'm gonna pass the microphone over to Max circa 11 p.m. after the results of the Eurovision final in 2024. Max of the future, what do you think?
1 hour since the final results of the Eurovision. Here is the clip of me when I thought Ukraine was winning it. In the end, we came third. It was very close. Very proud of Ukraine and very proud to be European today. Congratulations to Switzerland. This is Eurovision for you. Thank you for watching.
That dude's voice was, I can feel it, like after shouting for hours, his voice was all low. Alright, so that was your video by, you can say, this guy, and he explained it kind of, amazingly, that this is the same reasons why people love it and the reasons why people hate it. In the same case that happened, the people really said the jury sucks after the Marina didn't even get into top 10, I guess. And that's what I agree about. Every people have different taste. So I don't think that jury's decision should affect the results, because that person might have a different taste of music or different type of music he loves. So it's not something jury should decide. But there is also audience voting, which is also another strange thing, that you can't vote for your own country or something, which is like, it's completely out of my thinking that what's going on. But still, like, it's a complicated process, but it is fun on the other side as well. And the reasons for having that fun is again the same points that he mentioned. It's competitive, it's the diversity that we used to see of the songs of the different culture as well, and that's what it is all about. And you guys tell me whether you like Eurovision or not, and what are your suggestions to Eurovision that you want to give, the changes you want to make in Eurovision's protocols or systems, in the comment box. And you guys can also, you can say, message me your suggestions on my Instagram handle regarding the reaction request, not regarding the Eurovision, because I have nothing to do with that, with the system. I'm not someone from the jury. But you guys can also, you can say, message me your suggestions on my Instagram handle, as my Instagram handle link is in the description box. If you're able to provide you some sort of fun and positivity in your busy and stressful life, then make sure you check more videos on this channel. If you like them as well, then just click on the subscribe button and join our family. Not only click on the subscribe button, as you guys can also like, share, comment on the video and give us your valuable feedbacks, as they're always welcome. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe. God bless you all. Thank you so much.
Hello, if you like this video then watch more videos here and don't forget to subscribe the Indian Reactors channel my love.